activities. They're so exciting, and they're going to let the media peer in today to see what's cooking as we head towards the summer and training camp for the Green Bay Packers opening sometime in late July. They have not actually released the date. It's one of the weird things, as we say hello to Aaron Nagler, that the NFL does. They always have everything laid out. They tell you the exact dates of everything but two things. When the actual schedule release will be. That's always a last-minute mystery. And then training camps don't have a firm start date until maybe a month before. Something like that. Good morning, Nags. How you doing?
Doing well, Zabe. How are you?
Doing good. So when is the actual release date for the start of training camp? Do you know?
We don't know. The Packers are always usually pretty cloak and dagger about it, as you're suggesting there. But I will say there are rules about when they can report and when they have to report in relation to the first preseason games, etc. I don't remember what they are because I have a life, but there are like certain numbers of days, like from here, the start of the Hall of Fame game, within X amount of days, training camps can begin or should begin, etc. Things like that.
Right. Does it all sort of trigger you that there's not set there on the calendar?
A little bit, because I travel from New York for camp every summer, and I would like to know, when I will be traveling. But the shareholders meeting happens usually that third week or end of the third week of July. The calendar flips to August. You can bet that first weekend in August will probably be family night. Like, they've got a pretty decent kind of rhythm now where you can somewhat kind of anticipate when those dates will be.
All right, so this week it was Monday, Tuesday, off day, Thursday. Today they're going to let the media peer in. Same schedule next week. And then they've got the lone mandatory mini camp in June. And then they break until, training camp begins. I had a boring question about player positions you're excited to see. A boring question about the kicker. Boring question about the Jordan Love contract. I'm skipping all that.
Why?
I'm skipping all that because during the break, Josh took a call from a woman who wanted to talk about the green package, gold package situation.
Oh, we want to touch the third rail here earlier this morning. Okay, very good.
I think this is the most important discussion, and I think you are very well suited to discuss it.
Oh boy,
because I know that you have thoughts on it.
I do.
And I have said this is a rift that needs to be welded over in Packer Nation. Would you agree?
Yeah, a little bit. I think some of it's somewhat overblown. Billy and I go back and forth on this all the time because Billy is a kid who grew up as a member of the Gold Package. And throughout my kind of history online covering the Packers, I have taken my shots. I have, taken some digs at the Gold Package. Mostly, though, because of their subdued nature in the stadium. Like the whole thing about selling tickets. And we know last year on that Thursday nighter against the Lions, there were a lot of Lions fans in attendance. And that kind of came to the fore. It was a gold package game. So the gold package caught a lot of heat online about it. But man, that happens with the green package too. I just did a video about this actually with CheeseHead TV. It's like we all decry the gold package for, quote, selling their tickets. But man, go look at the coverage of the Chiefs game last year. That's a primetime game. That's a green package game. There is a ton of red in the stands. And I maintain if that game had gone early, like the Lions game went early, i.e. the Packers got blown out, you would have seen a ton of red in the stands at the end of that game, just like you saw a ton of Honolulu blue at the end of the Detroit game. So I think that aspersion that is cast on the gold package is unfair. Where I do think there is a little bit meat on the bone here when it comes to the gold package is for years, you can tell the vibe is different in the stadium when the gold package is in attendance. Now, it has somewhat changed since Matt's been in town. Since 2019, he made a concerted effort to, quote, get the crowd more involved, did a lot of stuff with the video boards. He himself, you see him on the sidelines doing the get up on third down kind of thing. So I do understand the gold package is a little sensitive about this, and this is true, Corey Linsley brought it up unprompted on my podcast a couple years ago where he said, I was over in England and they were really into the match the whole time. That would be a shock to the Milwaukee crowd. And I was like, wait a second. Ooh. So you know what I'm talking about, because I said the gold package people get really sensitive about this. And he's like, oh no, it's very noticeable. And the players absolutely feel it. So I'm just saying the players themselves have chimed in here, folks.
Yeah. Do you want to call? You've got this woman's number. Do you want to call her with Nagler? Because Nagler may be of some help to her on the green package, gold package. Call her up right now.
Sure. Hold on.
Let's go ahead. This would be like customer service. We're going to have somebody
this
that's
is terrible.
gonna help
Why do this to this poor
Why?
woman? Oh.
Well, in the meantime, we can get my dumb questions.
Boring questions?
What do you think's really happening?
That sounds good.
The boring questions. What do you think is going on with the Love contract situation? Schefter intimated he thinks they're not close.
I tell you what, Zabe, I there are a million things I'm going to do this summer. You know what I'm not going to do is go through another summer with a TikTok blow-by-blow updates of a quarterback contract situation in Green Bay.
So
it'll get done by training camp. And they'll probably wait and hold and announce it at the start of training camp because they love starting camp with good news, etc. But it'll get done. That's all I care about.
All right. We have on the phone right now, Josh. What is caller? What's your name?
This is Emily from Milwaukee.
Emily, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good, Dave.
We have Aaron Nagler here to help navigate this discussion of green package, gold package. What is your question, complaint, and or concern?
So I guess my complaint is that they got the Lions, Bears, and Vikings games this year. Okay. I know we need to throw them a bone and give them some good games, but all three in one season, I haven't missed a Bears game at Lambeau in over 10 years. I'm a fourth generation original Packers season ticket holder.
Okay. But you live in Milwaukee.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you're an OG. You're green package. We get the gist of it. Let's stay on the line. Don't hang up. So you heard Nagler say we need to throw them
a bone. Yeah.
Games. I don't want us, them.
Right.
We're all them. Right. Like this is a problem.
Well, here's the thing. I understand Emily's concern regarding being a long-standing, season ticket holder. I understand the kind of misgivings. My co-founder is very upset about this very thing. You got to remember, though, with the Packers, they set the weeks. They don't set the opponents. The NFL brings the schedule, and the Packers just slot in. It's always second home game, fifth home game. And this year, first time they get 3 games in the gold package, the 9th game, which just ended up being all of the divisional foes. Now, that's not on the Packers. They didn't set that. The NFL set that when those opponents are playing. Now, all of that to say, isn't it time we get rid of the gold package? Like, that's where this should be heading.
Yes.
Right?
Okay, so how do you then, and Emily, this is where maybe you've got some ideas. How do we melt the packages together to make it an orange package? Which
the blaze orange package.
What happens when you mix green and gold?
Yeah, right. I'm bad on my primary colors. So how would we go about mixing them together and ending this? Any ideas?
No, I have no ideas actually, and I am a fan of the whole package. Like, I think it's really cool what they did when they stopped playing at County Stadium and they said, you know what, you still get to keep your tickets. I think everybody should get to experience Lambeau because it's awesome. And you're right, I shouldn't have said us versus them before, but
yeah, it's okay.
Don't let Zabe shame you. You're fine.
I don't know how to even begin to combine that.
All right. So here's my question. Yeah. I don't know how. Nags, here's my question. You say that the Packers just pick the weeks and then they don't control.
Well, they have set the weeks. Those weeks have been second, fifth weeks of the season has been set forever. It's not like this is not something they do every year.
Were those chiseled in redwood by Curly Lambeau?
Well, this is the discussion, right? Like when they made
our founding fathers. Yeah.
Right. Like,
it's an unimpeachable document, Zabe.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
This is what I was talking about last year. No, it's not. No, neither should it be. Right.
Okay.
I will just say to Emily, Ticket King is your best bet and way to get tickets for this Bears game that you want to go see because they're the best and they're Wisconsin based and you want to support local. Don't go Ticketmaster. Go Ticket King.
No, Ticket King, baby.
There you go.
That's the way. That's the way to do it.
right.
Emily, I'm sorry for your loss, but this will all pass.
Emily,
time.
I wanna commend you. You were like not only knowledgeable, but you're also like logical about this, and 100% not like breathing fire about it. Like you're very kind of matter of fact about it. And this is like the best phone call I've ever heard on a sports talk radio program. It's amazing. I'm so impressed.
Calm now. Yes. Wait till you see her by the lake this weekend.
Yeah, fair point.
A little bit more heated. We'll see.
Fair point. All right.
That's
very
right.
good.
All right, Emily.
Thank you, Emily.
Thanks for taking my call, guys. Have a good one.
All right, there you go. Such a fascinating dynamic.
It's so unique. That's the best part. Like everything else in Green Bay, it's so unique. There is not another fan base dealing with this. I promise you that.
I love that you and Billy go at it about this.
Well, Billy is very defensive about it. Billy's very defensive about it.
I bet Billy is of the feeling of that this notion that the gold package is quieter is not true.
Well, like I said, I've got some receipts, so I can only speak from what I've experienced and or heard from them.
Billy's stance?
But Billy says not when I'm there. That's Billy's thing.
Oh, right.
Right. But I will also add that's pretty much every single person you talk to in the gold package's stance. Not when I'm there. Oh, okay. All right.
I guess maybe the average age of the gold package is higher.
I don't know. That's a good question.
That's usually not the case. That's part of the problem.
You think the gold package skews younger
than the green package usually?
Well,
usually.
What?
Because they're just entitled. They think, it's a scene. It's a scene. It's not about the game. It's about the vibe. And I'm here at Lambeau, and the game is kind of secondary. And I'm just saying, again, got receipts. You want to tear this narrative up and turn it around. Get into the game, people. The game is the important part.
Right. I don't deny that those who go to the games, every game, and also those on the field like Kuhn, who have said, look, there's a difference. There is a difference. There's got to be a difference. People are not making this up out of thin air.
That's the other thing. It's not like we all got together in some secret cabal and was like, how can we make the Milwaukee people mad? Like, that's just not happening. Sorry. I'm too busy with my life.
Right. But I will say that the infiltration of opposing fans to Lambeau.
Oh, it's very real.
Something that is only going to continue. It's going to continue, and it's going to get worse because I believe NFL tourism is more of a thing now than ever. 100%. Lambeau being a bucket list place that's going to attract other fans. And so we are no longer the hardest fortress to invade. I think the hardest fortress to invade would be Seattle for both geography and the passion of their fans. Whose stadium is the hardest to infiltrate with opposing jerseys, do you think?
Well, I could never speak to for other fan bases. For Green Bay, there is no impenetrable fortress. I mean, where have you ever gone or ever seen a Packers road game where there haven't been a ton of Packers fans? Hell, they took London over, for God's sakes. You know what I mean?
We're a marauding horde of green and gold
exactly.
that will come and get in anywhere. But I think some places are harder. I think both Seattle for proximity and the fan base, and also Philly because of the inherent danger.
Well, people, I will say that's dissipated somewhat, but you're right. That Philly does still have kind of a bit of that kind of mystique of the horrible fans, except it's dangerous or whatever. I'll say in Seattle, though, I mean, dude, all those West Coast Packers fans just drive up or make the trip up. Like Seattle, at least when the Packers are there, it is 50-50.
So the Seattle games, the Packer fans have shown up.
Oh, yeah. The West Coasters, man. Okay. There's SoCal Packer backers. They're a group down there that they invade any stadium the Packers play on the West Coast. It's amazing.
Yeah. All right. Who are you most excited to see at this little runaround today at practice?
Czabe. It's dudes in shorts. What you like? Come on. Come on, Czabe. I mean, I am excited to see who gets placed where as far as who's in the starting rotation, quote unquote, at the safety spot. Like, is Bullard or Williams, who's getting the most play there and things of that nature. But who's getting excited for dudes in shorts? Come on now.
Okay. I hear you. I'm with you on this. I look, it is. I say all the time, well, when they play a game in shorts and, no shoulder pads, let me know. And
I'll sign up. I'll watch, no doubt. But right now, it's like
the NFL is a nonstop.
This is gathering. It's gathering information time. That's what OTAs and minicamp are about. You gather information. You get excited by training camp.
It's brilliant for the league because it gets media attention. It puts the
free
NFL
PR.
out.
Drew Olson's been on this for years,
would have been
man.
dormant.
Yes, correct. It is free PR. That's what it is.
I have a new saying for Carlson if he's still going to be our kicker.
Oh, here we go.
His saying was hand in the fire. Every missed kick, I would scream, hand in the fire.
I remember.
You know what my new phrase is?
Oh, no. What?
You know what my new one is?
What?
Other hand in the fire. Because this hand is already
got singed.
Yes. And if it's 2 years of 2 burnt hands, then we're out.
We are out. Oh, man. I have half a year of another burnt hand. I think we're out.
Thank you.
Kids got some competition. There's 2 other kickers in camp, guys. Who knows what might transpire?
Look out. Here we go. All right. For more, as always, go to cheeseheadtv.com 24/7, 365, and get into the nerdy nooks and crannies of your beloved Green Bay Packers. Nags, always a pleasure. Thank you, my friend. We'll talk soon.
Talk to you guys. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Go Pack.